This is Zach Wellman with MD Roofing. Today we're at 1036 Linda Drive in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We're going to be doing a repair on this roof. We just had a windstorm that came through not too long ago and it damaged the shingle. You can see a tab that was removed right here. So we're going to be removing and replacing this shingle right here. So in order to do that, we need to unseal it, the two shingles above it as well, remove the nails that are fastening it, remove the shingle, insert the new shingle, and then refasten with the nails. So while doing this, it's going to be as gentle as possible. This is an older roof, so we're going to do our best not to damage any of the further surrounding shingles and complete this repair. So let's go ahead and get started. A little bit of damage to the shingles above it. Coming closer, you can see some tears right here and the shingle right there. You can see that rip right there. So this was just from me putting in my flat bar here to unseal the shingle. It has torn this above shingle in a couple of places. So this is a shingle that's not part of our initial repair. So it's fairly minor, but we're gonna continue on with the repair. Shingles are done removed. Now let's do our nails. As you can see right there, just lifting the shingle up minimally to try to find the nail underneath. That is actually, I believe, the tear from earlier now just got a whole lot worse right there. So again, this is the shingle that is not part of our initial scope. That has now been damaged because of this repair. We're going to continue. First row up. All right, we have removed our nails. The shingle should slide out. Oh, missing one in the middle here. All right, our old shingle is out. Now it's time to put our new one in. Up. As you can see, the lengths on these shingles aren't quite the same. I have this end butted up all the way here, but this side there is a little bit of an overlap. So this poses a slight issue because the glue strip on the bottom of this shingle right here is going to struggle to laminate on this corner right here. So it does leave a spot that wind could get up underneath it, and once it grabs that corner, it'll pull and unseal the rest of the shingle. So still better than the existing shingle, but that is something to note. This is not the proper size. So we'll have to send off this shingle for identification to figure out what kind it is, and if we're able to get it in a complete repair with that specific shingle. So let's continue. I'm just lifting these shingles up as little as possible in order to fit my hammer underneath there. All right, our shingle has now been fastened. So let's look at the surrounding area. So there are a couple things to point out here. So first off, we have the tear that happened to the shingle right when we were starting, and that's right here. So this is the above shingle that was not part of our initial repair. This is the shingle we were repairing. These are the two above that we had to unseal in order to access the nails from this shingle. There's a significant tear in the side of this. Now we also have tears right here on the front of this one. And as I lift that up, you can also see there's quite a bit of creasing lines on this shingle, and honestly, this one above. So you can see where these laminate tabs, as they're folded back in order to identify the nail, remove it, and then refasten with my hammer, and lifting these up, these shingles are cracking. This poses an issue because once the asphalt matting is cracked, water is able to seep through it at a rate that it wasn't able to beforehand. So, and that is why wind damage is an issue that needs to get replaced, because when those shingles are folded and creased, they're compromised. So very similar damage is occurring here when these shingles are being lifted up. So in good faith, you cannot complete a repair to this, because causing damage to these two shingles above is not a fit way to do a repair in good faith. So in my professional opinion, with MD Roofing, I would say this roof is not repairable and would require full replacement for those reasons. Thank you.